So a question that we get asked a lot is, what is open in St. George on Sundays?
That's a great question, because if you were to if you were from the area and you just drop someone in St. George on a Sunday, depending on the location, to be like, it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
There's no humans around.
So it really depends. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about what is actually open in St. George on Sundays.
So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Sean Dazad.
And I'm Courtney Dazad, and we're with Keller Williams Realty right here in St. George, Utah. And if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in St. George, Utah, you've got to press that subscribe button and you've got to press the bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video, because we upload new videos every week all about St. George and all about what it's like to live here and all about what the new experience is like for somebody who's not from here.
And if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, wow, Sean, I love St. George. I love the red rocks. I love the eternal sunshine. I can't wait to move out there. But the problem is that I'm not in the area. I don't know anything about St. George. And I totally get that. That's why I want to reach out to us, because that way we can have that conversation about what you're looking for. And then we can, obviously I can be your eyes and ears on the ground here to help you find that perfect property. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back. So I would say, in terms of, what is and isn't open on Sundays, I feel like it's more noticeable in the summer, because in the summer you're often looking for stuff to do indoors on a Sunday, whereas the rest of the year,
it's just so nice outside.
Yeah, and you're like, well, let's just go do something outside.
Like hike or go to the park or whatever.
Yeah, so I think I don't really notice it as much when it's not super hot outside. But I would say, certain areas of St. George, it does feel pretty dead on Sundays, especially, like Main Street, pretty dead.
Very dead.
Some of the restaurants around there are open, some aren't. It really just depends. For example, for the restaurants that are, in downtown, like George's Corner.
Like Ancestor Square we're talking about here.
Or just even around.
But like George's Corner is in Ancestor Square.
Yeah, but also just on Main Street and just downtown.
Sure. Like
George's Corner is open, but Binja Thai is closed. Like Painted Pony is open. Farmstead Bakery is open, but Capoletti's is closed. And then, so I would say for restaurants, it really just depends, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just have to go on Google and see if they're open.
Yeah, and we'll say this, like your national chains, as far as restaurants go, you're pretty safe. Like they kind of all have their policies or whatever they do. So Sundays, pretty normal. It's the mom and pop shops, like the actual individual restaurants, that's where it's going to be very hit and miss as far as what's open on Sunday.
Yeah, it really just depends on the owner, whether they're going to open or not. But as Sean said, not only the national chains for restaurants, but stores as well.
Yeah, this is a common theme. National chains, in whatever it may be, tend to be open. So that applies to restaurants. And stores are like your retail stores, same thing. Like you're kind of dealing with that. Like they tend to be open on Sundays.
Yeah, so like Target, Costco.
Thank goodness for Costco. Walmart, Best Buy, Home Depot loves that stuff.
Chipotle.
Yes, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, your fast food places for sure, they're going to be open. It's just like, again, and like with the stores, like, so for instance, like the furniture stores, for instance, like Ashley Furniture, which is the national chain, that's open. But then a lot of the actual, again, one-off shops or very small, limited small franchise shops, they're going to tend to be closed.
Yeah, but it does depend.
It does, for sure.
But this has changed a lot over the years. Our neighbors, they're not from St. George, but they've been here for a long time, and they were telling us the other day, they were like, well, you should have been here,
in the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s. Everything was closed, even grocery stores.
Yeah, and grocery stores are open.
Yes, grocery stores are open.
Finney Farms, though, not.
Oh, yeah, Finney Farm, not.
Yeah, not exactly a grocery store.
No, it's where we get raw milk because we're, health conscious.
We're freaks that way.
But it's a very popular store. I mean, that milk just gets sold.
It does. I mean, they have a refrigerator, two refrigerators full of milk, and it's all gone.
Yeah, but it is closed on Sundays, which is
good eggs too.
Yeah, good eggs. But I mean, I would expect that because it's a pretty small store, right? So
so small stores, it's not very promising.
It's hit and miss.
Yes, but your grocery stores in general open, like Harmon's and Smith's and Lynn's and all that stuff. Yeah, that's all open. But I guess back in the day, according to legend, they were not.
So, and also something essential like a gas station, that is for sure open.
But if you need to fix your car, maybe not.
Yeah, mostly not.
Yeah, it seems like your auto repair stuff tends to not be open on Sundays. Actually, a lot more aren't open on Saturdays either.
Yeah, a lot of them aren't open on Saturdays, which...
Why would you want to get your car fixed when you have the day off of work? I mean, that seems illogical.
But yeah, so a lot of them, it's not even just Sunday, it's Saturday as well.
And what's crazy are dealerships.
Yes.
They tend to not be open, which kind of blows my mind.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about like a small used car dealership. We're talking about like, a Mercedes-Benz dealership, like Toyota, like, Ford, like these aren't open, which kind of is amazing to me that, again, because being in business, you kind of try to be available for people when they're not working.
Yeah.
And so...
Hence why Sean works every weekend.
Yes. so it just kind of, that's just kind of B2C, right? Business to consumer. And so you try to be available to that. But apparently on Sundays, that just does not apply. Like everyone's closed, basically.
Yeah. Well, except Sean will answer your texts on Sunday.
Yes.
So you can text.
You may get annoyed a little bit. But...
Well, when he's at a restaurant, he's like... but yes, he will answer calls and text messages on Sunday.
Yeah, there you go. And then so for some of the recreational stuff, so it's interesting, this is also a bit hit and miss. So golf courses, you're golden.
Yeah.
Seems like pretty much all of them are open, so solid.
Yeah.
However, like let's say the pools.
Yeah.
The pools tend to actually not be open.
Yeah, well, because the pools are...
Like county.
Yeah, they're run by the cities, like City of Washington, City of St. George. So because of that, it's closed on Sundays, which in the summer can be quite annoying. Because
it's hot, and you're like, what better way to spend, like, get out, get some relief from the heat than by going to the pool? Oh, it's closed. Yeah,
which is why if you are purchasing a house here, you might want to get a house with a pool.
Or at least be in an association that has a pool. So again, those are things that are important to you. Reach out to us, we can obviously help navigate that kind of process for sure. Yeah,
for us, because where we come from, the summers were never like super hot, so having a pool, we were like, who cares? Like, you don't...
Yeah, you have upkeep and blah, 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 but actually...
Pools can be...
There's some value to it.
Pools can be very valuable in the summer for sure.
Yeah, our neighbors have pool and the kids look longingly at the pool. And think of us as less of parents because we don't have them.
Although luckily our neighbors are very nice and invite us over to their pool all the time. But it's not like...
But then our kids look at us like we should be ashamed of ourselves for not having the same thing, It's good to be judged.
True. And then another thing is that the state liquor stores where you have to buy, the harder alcohol, those are closed on Sundays as well as holidays. So let's say you're planning on having a party or something and... it's like Labor Day weekend party or something. And you're like, oh, well, I'll just go get some alcohol on Labor Day. That's not going to work.
Oh, yeah, because 3 days, you're right. Yeah, for sure.
And it'll be closed on Sunday. It'll be closed on Labor Day. So, yeah, it's...
So, Mesquite, here we come.
Although for us, because I'm so, health conscious, I just never drink, that it doesn't affect me, but it is something that people always ask about. So.
Yeah, and for me, I just don't care for the taste of alcohol, to be honest with you, so I don't drink it much either, but not because of any sort of altruistic or moral thing. I just don't like the taste.
Yeah. And then another recreation thing, movie theaters, those are open.
You're good. Golden. It may close a little on the earlier side on a Sunday.
But that's
pretty much, that's anywhere. They're gonna, Sunday night, late night, Sunday nights not tend to be the busiest times for places.
Yeah, and that is a good point because a lot of these places, while they are open on Sunday, the hours are adjusted, but that's normal, throughout the entire country.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so, it's not going to be normal hours, but it will be open. And then we do have a mall here that is open on Sunday. Again, that is something else that in the past, like in the 90s, it was not open on Sundays, if it was even here in the 90s. But in the beginning, according to our neighbors, that mall was not open on Sundays.
Yeah, and so obviously you have your big, your more national chains and stuff like that. Again, they kind of tend, and that they mostly are in, a lot of them are in that mall. So again, they tend to be normal business hours.
Yeah, and then car washes, which...
Hit and miss.
Yeah, very big around here, car washes.
Very big.
Lots of car washes per capita. Some are open, some are not.
Yes, very hit and miss.
Yeah, it depends.
And along the quirkiness of that is St. George, we also have a huge, exorbitant amount of soda shops.
Yeah.
Where more than I've ever seen per capita.
Yeah.
I actually, honestly, where we come from.
That's a big thing throughout all Utah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you're not from Utah, I don't know if I've ever been in a dedicated soda shop. But having said that, we have a video and all that, so
Yeah.
But Having said that, soda shops in general, the vast majority of them,
closed, yeah. Although there are some, if you want to get like your sugar fix, some places are open. Like there's a place, Spilled Milk, that is open. And then if you want custard, St. George famously has Nielsen's frozen custard. That is closed.
Because that's like a one-off again.
Yeah, but then
Freddy's, which is more of a chain,
open, yeah. And then, In-N-Out, another popular chain, that is open.
Yes. Well, yeah, your fast food stuff in general open.
Yeah, and then other recreation, these are just a list, like Fiesta Family Fun Center, that is open.
Bing.
But Stookie Farms Mini Golf closed.
Boo.
Laser Mania closed.
Boo.
And then Big Shots Golf, which hasn't, at the time of this recording, hasn't opened yet here.
Any moment.
So we don't know what their hours are. So I guess that's to be determined if they're open on Sunday or not.
We may have an update.
Yeah, but they have, golf courses all around the country.
Yeah, so they may, and it is golf and it's a national chain, so you would think that it would be open.
Yeah, but that's
again, we'll confirm that.
Yeah, it's to be determined, so we'll see what happens.
Yes.
But yes, I would say, it's really, it's like how Sean said in the beginning of the video. It's really just where you are. Like if you were just dropped downtown Main Street on Sunday, you'd probably think this entire town is shut down. But you go to Costco on a Sunday and it is just like everyone.
You go down River Road.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, okay, it's pretty busy. So.
Yeah. Because then you have more of like the big box chains and all that stuff. So.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's really just, and it is more noticeable in the summer, I would say.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where you can certainly function on Sundays.
Yeah.
It's not like everything's shut down, but obviously it is a bit limited for sure.
Yeah, and I would say sometimes, at least for us, it's like a good excuse to tell the kids that we just can't do anything and we just want to relax.
Yes.
So it does kind of force you to relax, which I don't actually mind.
Yeah.
So yeah.
A little R&R.
Yeah, or in the summers you can go to like the reservoirs or the river. There are stuff you can do, but there's
a cat.
A cat out the window. But yes, that is what it's like on Sundays here in St. George. So that's it. That's our video.
And if you're thinking, wow, Sean, I'm ready to go. I'm not in the area, but I really want to move here. So what's my next step? And what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.